I see is darkness. All I see is pain. All I see is the woman who stole the blood in my veins. There were two of them. One was my first girl. She cheated on me. The second one was another woman, and she stole my heart away from me. Because I didn't even have it anymore. And she said, goodbye. And I was like, why? Does it have to end this way? Why? I gave you my trust to not hurt me once more. Because the other person already had. And I was like, I'm willing to shake your hand if you shake mine. And she just grabbed I don't know what to call it. I would call it a katana or something. Or something like that. A blade, whatever you will. And she cut my arm off, my finger off, and my hand off. Well, all of them. But that's because she cut my soul off as well after she stabbed me. You know, one stabbed me in the back. That was the first. The other one stabbed me in the front. And it hurt more to get stabbed in the back. But when you get stabbed in the front, it's all over. You know what I'm saying? And that is, life. You have to keep moving forward. Even if you don't feel anything. And that's why I tell you, live your days like it's your last. Because for me, it seems like it's my last, man. Even if my relationship came back, I already lost the pieces of myself. And so, there's nothing to have in my arms anymore. It's just a statue of what was before. And even when I got stabbed, I was bleeding for 10, 15 years. Actually, it was 10, maybe 5. No, 10. It was 15. Then it was 10. Then it was 5. And after all the blood's gone, she hits me with oh, that's too bad. And the other one's like, well, I married someone. It may not be that guy, but I still married someone. Well, the first one said, I married someone. The second one said, well, it's too bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, I love both of you at different times. And the thing is, it's kind of convoluted, but in the second relationship, I still had feelings for the first one. Not feelings, but feelings that we could get back together. You know what I'm saying? Feelings of what's it called? Re-involvement. I don't know what word to say. But I messed it up with the second one because the second one wanted me to put all my chips on the table, and I didn't know how to react because there were times I wanted to tell her things, and there were people around. There was other groups around, and I couldn't just let her know flat out because if I did, I feel like I would be betraying someone else's trust. You know what I'm saying? And, that's, for me, the hard pill to swallow as well, because when you try to save yourself, you can't save someone else. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather save them, you know what I'm saying? Even if they hurt me by cheating on me. Because it's the right thing to do, man. And I don't mean to sound like all go happy and shit, because, that's not the case, especially now. But it's just, you gotta fight for people you once loved, even if they no longer fight for you, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to betray them. I know it might have been a mutual agreement, but, you have to show love, even if you expose them for cheating. You always have to say, oh, did you actually mean me harm, though? You know what I'm saying? And if the answer is maybe, then you have to hold back on your maybe relationship in the future. Because you know that it can lead to repercussions. And so, you have to show up or not show at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of sad because I wanted that to work with the second woman so badly. Really badly. I feel like the first one was a great time as well. Because, I really did plan on making it function, but it didn't work out. But the second one gave me, like, some sort of, like, choice, like I was, like, working toward it, somehow, with it, her, and, it's like an option to be in a relationship where you're not feeling, not saying it's empty. The other one wasn't empty either, you know what I'm saying? But not like being able to not redeem yourself. Like the other one, I could have redeemed myself as well, but I wasn't redeeming myself from anything. But with the second one, I mean, it was like a chance to like move on, no, move on or forward. It's move toward a decent situation, but it's the risk of all of it. Basically you double down, and didn't work either. Yeah, my advice to you would be I don't know, if you fail the first time though, if you plan on doing it, don't do it again. I'm saying, because look at me now. Nothing, like, there's, you know? Like, I never had manners. But now, the food just enters my mouth. It doesn't, like, it process its taste, And that's not even me not being able to taste because of some weird situation. No, it's just, I don't feel the flavor of the food. It's just edible, I guess. I mean, if it tastes bad, it does, but I don't really like enjoy it. It's like, whoa, we got more intake. That's, I don't know. It's just a blur. You know what I'm saying? At that point, because you lost the reason of your compass telling you who to become, even though you know you're already this, but and not the compass lost. It's just blurry. You know what I'm saying? And before it was, it was like comparing it to weather conditions, this would be foggy. Before it was, like, for me, it goes in like this. It was like sunny, or it was cloudy, rainy, snowy, and sunny, rainy, cloudy, snowy, foggy. I don't think. Yeah, I think when you're a baby, you're just sunny, right? Because you don't feel anything. I guess that's the comparison. Unless you were born like an angel or something. I don't know about that one, though. Because I wasn't. I'll tell you, I mean, not an angel, for sure. I know that because I was never, like, sunny. You know what I'm saying? It's not the way of life for me. I know that there's cloudy. You know what I'm saying? And then, if you like someone, then it becomes sunny. But not even that. You never rely on someone. It's just like, your perception shifts depending on your personality at that time. But you feel what you sensation in yourself because that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I was an angel, then I'd feel sunny because at the beginning, because they're pure, so they don't feel cloud. But me, I feel cloud. And that's been since I've known. But, I mean, maybe I was a different person. I understand why they would feel different way. They have everything for them. They don't suffer, they just exist. They are the domain leaders. They have nothing to worry. Not worry, but worry in the sense of, not even worry, that's the wrong word. Excuse me. It's wonder. There you go. There you go. Because they're. I don't want to sound like a total dickhead saying wonder, though. And worry is like a slightly cleaner version. It's like, there's a word for it. Weather, I guess, yeah. The weather, because they're, yeah, see? I mean, it's on a weather analogy, but you get what I'm saying. They don't have anything to stray from, because they're themselves. And so, it's kind of strange, because we're all different, but, you don't try to, I don't know what's going on with the person I like, if she even cares if I exist at this point. Because she did say these things. I mean, look, let me explain to you my prior situation. There was this girl that I first liked, and she was actually a horrible person. Like, not just bad, horrible. You know? She cheated on me. And then she cheated on me again, and ghosted me for 10 years. And then 5 years after I confronted her about it, she still never replied. And then she married someone. So, well, then she didn't reply. But she married someone, and then she didn't reply. For 5 years after. But, if that's not enough to make you break up, then I don't know what is, right? Well, I didn't really break up with her even after the 10 years that she ghosted me. What I'm trying to say is, but then after that, you're like, well, she didn't respond, so I might as well just end it there. And then the nails in the coffin were just her not responding after 5 years that I gave her after. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not going to give her 10 more years. People have patience limits, right? So, yeah, I mean, cut it in half. I mean, for me, it works because, I'm that kind of person. I just give you that much. 15 out of 20, and yeah, it's not bad. So, I mean, it's better than, you know, I'm not gonna wait 20 years. I'm not gonna make another child. I mean, wait to get another child just because you don't want me to. I might wait to actually make a child, but I'm not gonna wait until they're not an adult, so that I can, maybe underdeveloped, but it's almost there. Just add 2 years. Just like 20 subtracting 2 years is 18. It still works. Even then, it's like, round it up. What do you want me to do? Way more? I mean, come on, man. But this girl was, she was a gymnast kind of like myself. A little bit less flexible, but she was decent, but not decent. I mean, she was good, I guess. But, because decent is disrespectful. Compared to other people, she was good. And good in general, like as in her act. Not in her person, I guess, because that's what I said. But good like an overall round. But I wouldn't say good. To me, someone's good based on who they seem to be, not who they act. So you know what I'm saying? But she was all right, I would say. I mean, not all right. All good. No, not all good. That's the oxymoron. I mean, I don't know what that is, but it's not what I meant to say. She's all. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna say it like in a neutral way, or just normal one. I mean, she was swell, I guess. That's about it. The word I would use to describe her. But yeah, that's about it. Let's stop talking about that because swell. I mean, it just sounds like too much of a compliment, and also too much like a negative, like a not. Negative, you know what I'm saying? Whew, she was like, she was dank. There you go, that's the word. I mean, it's not dope. She was dank, I guess. Because dank's like a word that's like, get what I'm saying. Alright, now the next girl. She was, I don't know. There was something about her where she wasn't as, like, well rounded as the other woman and girl. Because one was a girl, one was a woman, I guess, technically. What I'm trying to say is, but you know what I mean. Not now. This was, okay, she's a girl. Let me just explain this to you. You see my finger moving like that? That's me getting cautious. The reason being, because she wasn't actually a young girl. Physically, she was a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, physically, I'm a boy. Like, I'm not like a man-looking male. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm trying to say. She was older than, or at that age, I was younger than her every single time in that relationship. Well, the first girl. The second girl were the same age, I think. She might be a few months older. I don't know. Or younger, but I think older. I don't really know. I think she's older, though, like a few months. But yeah. Like, physically, it's like, I'm not going to explain it to you, because my finger did the talking. And so, there's no way for you to convolute what I'm trying to say here, because her voice is really high-pitched, basically. And that explains everything that you need to know. Because only girls can hit those notes. Women cannot. You understand the difference? Body types. A girl is a smaller female. A woman is a taller female. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like normal. And next girl, well, I mean the second girl, you know what I mean. I just go forward. But it sounds bad. But not bad, but it sounds like whatever. Disparaging. That's the word I use for the second girl as well, but it fits more her with the first girl as well, but the first one was more like condescending, but more like, not disparaging, it was like accentuating. Yeah, she was like trying to desensitize someone, like, desensitizing. That's worse than disparaging. I'd rather a girl say, you look like shit, you seem like shit, and you kinda are shit. Kinda is the key word here. And then a girl who's like, I'm gonna make you watch me kiss another guy, and you could feel like shit, then wait like a piece of shit, and then I marry someone else because you're a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you have no expectation because you suck and you're a piece of shit. You aren't versed in what I'm trying to say and you're a piece of shit. And you have no value in a sphere of mannerism because you're a piece of shit. It's like stuff like that. I'd rather, definitely, who wouldn't? But, like, I guess, but unless you're into that kink shame shit, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like being pimp slapped or some shit, but like, in a harsh way, or BDSM, I don't know. Some people like that. That's why some people enjoy those kind of people, I'm like, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, the girl was like, like being that kind of manner where it's like, yeah, you're basically telling someone their shit. Like, I mean, you wouldn't want someone who's not telling you me telling you your shit, but if they're gonna say it, they might as well say it in a less like direct manner, I guess is what I would say, or flagrant. Nah, that's not. That's word for like physical in sports or something. But like fortuitous, I don't know. I think I would say that word, manner, because they're trying to correct you. The other person's just trying to like rip you apart, I guess. And I don't know, man, but they both have the same effect to me. You know what I'm saying? And this just wasn't before or after something. I just noticed these things. At least with some people. I mean, it's hard to weigh some people because, their ability is useful. But, not useful, but confusing, I guess. Conceptually, diverse or different. Concisely or considerably elevated or whatever, or useful, I don't know. Usable. Yeah, they're usable. And I'm not talking about usable as in like feasible. It's just like it is there, present. And then it's like their mannerism. Alright, moving on. The girl wasn't as like, hard to the nail in the wall thing. But she was like less usable. I mean, not usable. The ability that she had, it wasn't like present. You know what I'm saying? But she still made points. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it's like someone who trains. I guess comparing it, not really. But like, she semi at least tried to train compared to the other one, where she wanted to be hand fed. If you get what I'm saying. Not hand fed, but like pretty much assisted. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. They both want to be babied, but there's one to a lesser degree than another. But moving on, yeah. She had these mannerisms where she was quite pensive, I guess is the word. She had a nice sensation in her acts, in her sentiments, I guess, but her mannerisms were shaded. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like awful, right? Like horrible like the other one. But it was or but she wasn't awful to look at as well though. That's why I'm trying to say awful, because awful, it means you're not enjoying it. But to me, since it was a sexual relationship as well, not like that much, or physically, like to say that, but like the tension, and that's sexual enough. You're like going through the motions like me right now, but you're still doing, the thing. It's like, it's like if I moaned right now, even if I moaned with no desire to moan, I'm moaning. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alright, so the girl was very like she was like let me think. But yeah, there was this tension, right? And she was moist. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the person that if she had a good personality, people would want to be in her space. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she good sentiments, but her actions were different than her sentiment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's because she has like a desire to be moist. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's why I said it. Like, I'm not saying she's a tryhard or anything. It's just, it's like this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Give me a second. Let me just. Yeah. So, yeah. But she was alluding to things. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I want to make it work. But the first relationship was like, during those 5 years, and even after, before that, there was a tension between all of us three. Not a love triangle, because the other one didn't care, the first one. But it was like an isosceles triangle. I mean, or I don't know what, but a triangle with two, or I don't know how to explain it. Isosceles or an equilateral? No, it's three same sides, right? And I don't know what the other one's